Alright, so this must be a common fault because I literally come across it on almost every Astra that I get into recently, it seems. These 2017 up, I'd say. Astra-Ks. Yeah, so the clicking noise is coming from the drive shaft. Well, the CV joint, let's say. We're going to remove it and we're going to replace it. Oh, I don't think I'll be able to recreate it because it's when it's under load, and obviously when it's underweight or ladened, whatever the right wordings are. But yeah, usually we'll have faults like this when the CV gaiters split, and this is what I know from experience, common knowledge, let's say. When these split, obviously they're packed with grease, if it makes sense, because obviously it's a major joint. It's called a constant velocity joint, which is what these are under. They're constantly going forward, backwards, in, out, left, right. So there's a lot of joints there, a lot of ball bearings, all this stuff, and then they pack it with grease, pretty thick grease, and that is the only purpose of this gaiter, to keep that grease in. So what happens is these gaiters, they split, and the grease protrudes, makes a big mess, to be fair. And after that, then you've got metal against metal, it all dries up, and then that's usually when you get a clicking noise. For some strange reason, these Astras, I don't know, I genuinely think it's common. Like I said, that's only because of the amount of them having that clicking noise, and we've been replacing them. I'm about to replace the drive shaft. Main reason is I am in a place where I can choose, and I don't want to waste time making a mess with the CV joint and the gaiter, etc, etc. You guys will have to check out the prices and see which one works better for you. But I'm just going to show you how to do the drive shaft, and I'm going to break a few myths as well, because I know a lot of people, they'll remove the lower arm, they'll remove the steering arm, and then they'll get the drive shaft out, and I will just remove the strut bolts. There's a strut bolt there, a nut, two of them. We're going to remove them. Then there's going to be a drive shaft bolt, obviously with the wheel off. Let's have a look from this side. That will just be behind that cap, but we're going to remove the wheel first. There's going to be a 32mm cover, or a drive shaft cap, let's call it. We'll use the 32mm and we'll just twist that off with our hand, and it's a 32mm socket to remove the 32mm nut. Lubricate the drive shaft if you want to, a little bit on the inside, usually I do, and a little bit around where it sits when they're stiff. This one's not that old, it's done about 25,000 miles, so I'm not expecting it to be too stiff. And you'll use maybe a copper hammer to protect the threads. Just tap it back again, make sure that it's not seized inside its the hub. Like I say, by the time I've removed these two bolts on the shock absorber, that will give me more than enough room to then take the CV joint part of the drive shaft out of the hub. Also, we'll have to remove this under tray as well. I'll remove the under tray, and then I'll show you how to take it. And then you want to do a pretty strong, get in between the groove. You may lose some oil, you may want to drain the oil, it's up to you. I will not be draining the oil just for a drive shaft. I'll try and contain the amount that I lose, and then obviously we'll have to top it up with so. Yeah, so let's get the wheel off and see how we fare. And if you haven't been watching any of my videos, you probably won't know, but if you have, you will. It's a 19mm socket for the wheel nut. These are the tools required. You'll need an 18mm socket and an 18mm spanner, 32mm socket, 2 strut nuts and bolts, and then obviously a drive shaft. Remove the wheels, and then we're going to get started. We're going to use a 19mm to remove the wheel. Copper hammer, good tool for things like this. Remove the ABS sensor from its little grommet. That's necessary, to be fair. Just to make a little space. Just plucks out. Alright, so now we're going to go up and we're just going to remove the under tray, and let me show you what I'm accessing. So that's obviously the drive shaft, that's the CV joint, there's the inner one as it goes into the gearbox. We're going to get underneath it and we're just going to try and get a pry tool in one of the gaps, and with a little bit of strength we're going to lever it out of the box, and we're probably going to put something beneath just to try and catch the oil that's going to drop out. I'm just showing you on the new drive shaft. I'm not sure if I recorded this just now, but there's your little locking device. It's like a little sorry, not with my filming. There's your locking device. It's a little circlip. So as you can see, there's enough space for it to sit in the groove, but it doesn't fit tight, does it? So trying to take out, this will obviously hook against its anchor, but with force it sits in and it's able to slide out. So we're just going to use the pry tool and force it out, and putting a new one in is similar. Line up the spleens and the little push or so, and it should go. You can see where it sits into the gearbox. So we're just aiming to use this pry tool and we're going to hook it out. Yeah, that's the pivot that I'm going to go for. Get a little bit of force, a bit more than that. And yeah, you've seen it, it's out now. Try and keep something beneath it to catch the oil, and I'll just show you that that's out. Get a little more leverage for you. So that's out. That will probably start to trickle down now. I'm going to go get the new one, throw it in, and then it's pretty much reverse of the removal. I'll try and get an angle where you can watch what I'm doing. So carefully funneling the inner part of the drive shaft. You'll know it when it's caught. You might have to like turn it a little and then like wiggle it in, and then you'll feel it grip. And once it's gripped, you can kind of force it in. You can hit it with a hammer or use the actual shaft and kind of force itself in. I'll try and zoom in so you can get a better look in. I don't really need to talk anymore, do I? Dinner's in, and now the hour's going to be in, and that's it. Put everything back together, job done.
Streets are calling me back, but I'm too far gone. They like rep for the blocks, nah fam, that's long. Fam, I'm repping for Christ, you better know what I'm on. The team strong, yeah, Matthew, Mark, Luke and John, disciple. Never catch me with my hair all tongue. Never catch me in high heels or wearing a thong, nah. That's feminine, you need Christ medicine. From Potters to Ark Church, I moved militant. Christ died on that cross, he was really heaven sent. I was guilty in sin, then he made me innocent. That's true love, I never knew love. Christ shed his blood and resurrected with new blood. What you never knew, cause he did it for you, blood. So don't tell me you can't change, cause you're a true bug. I'm high off the gospel drug. Forget Coke, mix a Hennessy, I've got the living water flowing out my jug.
Yo, it's my. Wanna give a massive shout out to my boy Artillery. Don't know, Criminal to a Christian mixtape. His testimony's great. Anything is possible with Christ and God's love, so let's get to know.
Yo, the fields are dirty, why you roll around? You might catch a slug. Brains spill on the floor like drinks poured out a mug. Lives are getting taken away like it's all a joke.
Alright, we're gonna get this wheel on, we're gonna take it for a drive and hopefully that clicking noise is gone.
Some Christ and a dope. God give me Peter's face so I can step out the boat. Lover of money to the devil, you the soldier soul. Oven's hot for the baker if you're all about the dough.
Yo, what's good people? It's your girl Lola Godheld, and you are currently listening to the sounds of Artillery with his brand new mixtape, From Criminal to a Christian.
Turn your flesh to sausage roll. Believe in God, not evolution. I'm a FIFA man, bum pro. Bring my tithing offering, so I soon receive a bundle. A blessing, I keep confessing, I will stay humble. Want happy days, but first get rid of Funzo. Like Joshua, God humble. Kill off the flesh, I lock him up like Rapunzel. Bible aimed at Satan's dome. I'll be back to terminate his crew, make him run home. Slam dunking sin, point forward when I'm in the zone. I talk in tongues to my God on my Pentecostal phone, renewed artillery. But you can call me Killer D. I'll kill a demon any day, second of the week. Ammunition for the scriptures, so you know it's peak. Life's not a game, and if it was, I'm playing for keeps. I'm trying to win so many souls, the kingdom of God I seek first. Ephesians 6 verse.
Hope that's helpful.